The average asking price for rent in Canada has reached nearly $2,200 a month. In Quebec, rents have typically been lower than many other parts of the country, but one of the tools available to renters to keep costs down could be about to disappear. CBC's Alison Northcott is on that story.
This is my kitchen.
When Satya Ortiz-Gagné was moving out of his last apartment, he wanted to transfer the lease so a new tenant could pay the same rent.
To be able to refuse an increase in the rent, I think it's the only tool that we have right now to be able to keep it just a little bit low.
But housing advocates say that tool is about to lose its power. A new law that could pass as early as this week gives landlords the right to refuse lease transfers for any reason. Quebec's housing minister says the bill is meant to strengthen protections for renters.
That was my goal, better protect the tenants against eviction so that they're not taken by surprise, that they receive better compensation if they have to leave.
Montreal was long known for having lower housing costs than other big cities, but rents have been rising. 10 years ago, the average two-bedroom was $739 a month. Now it's almost $1,100, up nearly 8% in the last year alone. Tenants' rights groups have been fighting Bill 31, arguing giving landlords more power could lead to more discrimination against certain tenants and other problems.
It will take away tenants' rights to carry out lease transfers, which has historically been one of the few levers that tenants have to keep rents affordable, to support each other through what's become one of the worst housing crises in Quebec history.
Landlords argue while some parts of the bill will complicate their lives, having more say over who can take over a lease and when is a good step.
Every year I have lease transfer, and there's a disconnect when you look at the price that is paid for that unit and what I would need to invest just to maintain that unit viable.
While there are lease transfers in other cities, experts say Quebec tenants have used them for years to try to keep rents low. Now some worry rents will just keep rising. Alison Northcott, CBC News, Montreal.